Hey guys, it's Georgia. Welcome back to Reading Euphoria. Today's video is going to be my Yalc book haul. So for those of you who watch my vlog, or any of you who are from the UK or from abroad that went to Yalc last weekend, you'll know that it was just this massive book convention with a load of stalls. You could buy a load of books. Also, you could get your book signed by authors. You could also attend panel events and workshops as well. And I literally had the time of my life. But yeah, you can see how much fun I had in my vlog a little bit. I didn't really film that much, but because I always feel a little bit awkward filming when I'm out of the house. But yeah, you can check that out in my vlog, which I will link down below of this video. So yeah, today I'm going to just be showing you all of the books that I bought at Yalc. I think that I got 19 books. A couple of them were free, so that's quite exciting. Sort of if you bought a certain amount of books, you could then sort of get a free ARC, etc. So that's fun. A couple of them I also got signed by the author that would literally at the stand that when I was buying the books. So that's also very exciting. But yeah, before I start, you know, boring you all, let's just crack on with this video. So first of all is Again But Better by Christine Riccio. I think that's how you say her last name, so I apologise if not. I really should know that since she is a fellow booktuber. But yeah, she has come out with her debut novel, and I can't actually go into this one too much because I have finished reading it already. I read it in about 3 days, but I'm not going to share any of my thoughts. That is going to be in my August wrap up, so I'm going to sort of have to bite my tongue on this one and not give you any, well, not give away anything. But yeah, I just really wanted to get this book because I love how it's a booktuber that's then gone to then write her first novel, and I feel like that as booktubers we've sort of got to support her and back her up and read her book. So yeah, I would say that I'm very excited about this one, but I've already read it, so I'm just gonna contain my excitement a little bit. The next book that I got at Yalc is Onyx and Ivory by Mindy Arnott. I have never heard of this book before, and I sort of just went out on a bit of a win, and I asked for their opinion. I think that this was from HarperCollins, and I literally just asked their opinion of what book that they think that I should start, and they recommended this one to me. So I actually have no idea what it is about, but they just said that it's absolutely amazing. I was like, I'll take your recommendation, and I'll go ahead and buy it. So that's the reason for this one. Next is The Sort Kill Girls by Claire Legrand. I've been wanting to get this book for a while. I also got this from the HarperCollins stand, and they said to me that it's absolutely amazing. I said, well, I've actually sort of been seeing a load of hype around it. I have been wanting to get it for a while, but I've just never really had sort of the urge to pick it up, and because it was right there in front of me, I was like, I definitely need to include this in my haul for the Yalc. So I picked this one up. I believe that this one's sort of a murder mystery, as you can kind of get in the title about kill. It just says, beware of the woods and the dark, dank, deep. He'll follow you home and he won't let you sleep. Who are the Sort Kill Girls? So I believe that it's based on 3 girls at Sort Kill Rock, but I don't really know much more than that, and I don't really want to know a lot more than that. But all I can tell you is that this one just sounds really, really exciting, and I also love Claire Legrand's writing, so very excited to pick this one up. Next is Sherwood by Megan Spooner. I wanted to pick this book up for a while, but like with the Sort Kill Girls, and like with most of my books, I just haven't got round to it. I haven't got round to purchasing it, and those of you who are from the UK, you'll find that a lot of UK stores sell paperbacks. I'm really into hardbacks, and I'm not even sure whether there's a paperback out of this, so I'm not even sure if I'd be able to even get this in a Waterstones. So I feel like that Yalc was the perfect opportunity. So I believe this one is based on the Tale of Robin Hood, but it's changed because that the main character is now a female rather than a male. So I'm not too sure whether it's just literally a complete and utter retelling of Robin Hood, but it does sound really exciting that the main character has now changed sex. So very excited to see where this one goes, and all about empowering women. The next one that I bought is Olivia Twist by Laurie Langdon. This is sort of like the same as Sherwood. I believe that it is literally the tale of Oliver Twist, but the main character is a female, so it's completely sort of changing the route of the story. I'm not sure, like with Sherwood, Sherwood, if it is a complete retelling, just with a change of character, or where it goes. So I am really excited to see how the author has changed the original tale of Olivia Twist to then suit then a female character. So very excited to pick this one up, very intrigued actually. The next book that I picked up is The Wrong Side of Right by Jen Marie Thorne. I've never heard of this author, and at the stand that I was at, they had 3 of her books. I know that one side, The Inside of Out, there was this one, and there was then a 3rd book as well. I think that she was going to be at the stand to sign her books, but I wasn't there at the time, so unfortunately I couldn't get it signed. But I sort of wanted to try something new, and I read all 3 of the blurbs of all 3 of their books, and I think that this one was the one that I would sort of suits me the most. And if I'm trying out a new author, I obviously want to be intrigued by the plot, so I didn't want to try anything that wasn't really interesting me from the second that I read the blurb type thing. So this one did definitely intrigue me. So it's based on the main character of Kate Quinn, and I think that something happens, there's an accident within her family. She then gets an approach, and she actually is the legitimate daughter of the senator. She then moves into his home, and obviously that's just completely brand new. She only just found out that this guy was her dad. So I'm very excited to see how this one goes, and I'm very intrigued to read a new author. Like I said, I've never heard of this author before, but I hope that I do like her, and I hope that I fall in love with her, and then I can then pick up the rest of her book. Next is Battleground by Rachel Churcher. This book is book 1, and there's 5 books in the series. This book I also had never heard of. I've never heard the author, but I think that she is an up-and-coming author. I don't think that she's one that's really that much in the spotlight. However, she did sign my book when I was on the stand, so I was very happy about that. But this book is basically a YA sort of dystopian near future UK. It happens after Brexit, after Scottish independence, sorry, and it's just about that world and what is happening in that world. So I'm very excited, and I hope that I enjoyed the first one, because I would be very interested in reading the full series, so I'm really hoping that I enjoy it. Next is The MisEducation of Cameron Post by Emily M. Danforth. This book I've been wanting to pick up for a while. I've seen it quite a lot in Waterstones, but there's always been other books that have sort of taken priority over this one's, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to buy it since I'm here. This book is set in the 1993, and the main character Cameron is basically dealing with coming out and the world that she is living in with that. So I'm very excited to read about this, very excited to read about Cameron and how she sort of battles with that, with her true self, and with the sort of issues that come along with that. So very excited to give this one a bit of a read. Next is Rocks for Everyone Dies by Lindsay Ribbar. This one is an arc, I believe. I'm not sure exactly when it comes out, but I've never heard about this one before, and I got this one free when I bought a few other books from a stand. So I'm not entirely sure what this one's about, but when I did read the blurb, it did intrigue me. So I'm hoping that I will pick that up soon, and then I can then sort of read what it's all about, and hopefully I like this one. Next is Wicked Fox by Kat Cho. This book I think is a new release, not sure exactly when it came out, but it was definitely this year, and everyone's literally been raving about this book so much, so I don't actually know anything about the plot, what it's about. The only thing that I know is that the main character isn't human. Just because of Reading Rush, everyone was sort of picking this as their challenge to complete a book that has a non-human main character. So I think that she's sort of like part human, part fox, I believe. So I am sort of getting more into this genre, and it is exciting me a lot. So I am hoping that I will pick this one up either this month or next month, and hopefully I will like it. Next is We Hunt the Flame by Hassaf Faisal. This one is also a very new release, and I think that on the Friday at Yalc they literally ran out of this one and they didn't have any more copies. Luckily I went on Saturday and they'd restocked, but I am very excited about this one. After reading We Set the Dark on Fire last week for the Reading Rush, I am sort of very interested in this genre again. So I think that this one's based on sort of a quest with the two main characters. They embark on a quest to return magic to their kingdom, but as their journey unfolds, an ancient evil begins to stir. So it does sound very enticing, and I do really want to get to this one very soon. I also have obviously seen that loads of people have been reading this one and enjoying it, so I hope that I enjoy it just as much as they have. The next 3 books I got from the same stand, and the girl basically said there when I bought them, she was like, I can't believe that you're starting 3 new series, because I have never read these series. And those 3 books are Nevernight by J. Christoph, An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir, and The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. Not too sure about that one, but these 3 books are series that I have been meaning to get to. They are both these, they are all 3 of them are the start of their own series. An Ember in the Ashes has 3 books out, and I believe the 4th one is about to come out soon. Nevernight, I think that there's 2 or 3 books out, and I'm not entirely sure about City of Brass, but I do want to start getting into more series, and I think that these 3 are the perfect place to start, basically. So I hope that I really enjoy these books, because they get so much hype, and I want to love them as much as everyone else does. The next book that I picked up is Noah Could Never by Simon James Green. I have read the first one, I absolutely loved it. I literally laughed my way through the whole book, and I've been meaning to get round to the second one. I've just never had the time to get to buy it, basically. And Simon James Green was my acting teacher at college, so I feel like that I owe it to him to carry on reading his books and supporting him as much as I can, and I literally laugh so much when I'm reading his books, so I'm very excited to see where Noah gets to in this book. The next book is What She Found in the Woods by Josephine Angelini. This book is a new release out, and I literally saw this sort of on Twitter, and people were hyping about it the day before that I went to Yalc, so I made it my mission to find this book, and luckily it was on one of the stands, so I was so excited and I picked it up straight away. I think that this was probably the first book that I bought at Yalc on Friday. This book is a YA thriller, and I am very excited to get to this one. I don't really know anything about the plot, but I do want to keep it that way because I want to be surprised, and I feel like that if you do read the plot, you're not going to be surprised when you read a thriller, so I need to keep these twists and turns secret from myself. Next is White Out by Gabrielle Dillon. This author I've never heard of before, but he was at the stand when I bought the book, and he also did sign it for me as well, which is really exciting. And he put in there, to Georgia, don't get nightmares. I don't really know anything about the plot of this one, but the ladies on the stand really convinced me that this would be a great read. So I'm very excited to sort of delve into this creepy world. And the last 2 books that I bought at Yalc is Frozen Charlotte and Charlotte Says by Alex Bell. So these 2 books are a duology, so I'm very excited to read this. I think that this is like creepy dolls, and also obviously a YA thriller, and I literally don't really know anything about these 2 books either. They were recommended to me by the stand, so I just took their recommendations and just ran with them. So I'm hoping to get to this one when I, you know, feel a bit in a creepy mood, and hopefully it doesn't give me nightmares. So they're all of the books that I brought at Yalc. I think that there's 19 in the end. Not too sure, didn't really count. But yeah, like I said, I've already started reading Again But Better, and I may have finished it. So I'm very excited to share my thoughts with you in my August wrap up. But yeah, let me know if you guys enjoyed Yalc. Let me know if you got any of the books that I have bought, and then maybe we can sort of do a buddy read. We can share our thoughts and then when we get round to it. So let me know, because that would be really exciting. But I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye!